G'day and welcome to the NBL1 Show for another week. Finals are underway in a few of our competitions. We are getting to the pointy end of the season. It's a very exciting time indeed. And in another couple, there are, of course, lots to play for in our games right across the competition. My name's Joel Peterson, NBL1 National Finals MVP. Beck Cole is with me, whose Waverley Falcons will be in the NBL1 South Finals. Beck, very exciting time.
It is. This is what all of us have been waiting for, whether you're an athlete playing the games or you're just a fan watching. It's exciting. I'm pumped. I'm not going to lie, I've got some goosebumps going on here. This is what we play for.
Absolutely it is. So the Central, the East, the South into finals now, the North and the West still with a little bit more to play out. And there is, of course, awards season and that kind of thing coming up. We've got plenty to get through today. We did want to start with maybe the most notable performance. It's almost where we started the season if we go back to the very early episodes of the NBL1 Show. And that was with the incandescent Elijah Pepper out west, who was doing stupendous things to start the season. Maybe he felt like his MVP out there in the West with the Warwick Senators was under a little bit of a question mark. He had 37 at halftime in his first game of the weekend, finished with 44, backed that up with 59, the new NBL1 scoring record. 103 points for a weekend's work, Beck. Incredible.
I just cannot believe that he tallied that many points in 2 games. That is an MVP performance.
Needed the Wilt Chamberlain 103 written on the paper.
And look, are we surprised that he's here? Absolutely not. He's so impressive, an all-time record now. He's broken it. Unfortunately, it's gone back to the male side, so come on, females, we've got to get back to it. But I can't wait to see what he does when it comes to finals up in the West, because look, he is in some great form, obviously, but it's a whole new ball game, and I'm sure he's going to be on another highlight.
Yeah, and I reckon he will. We know that teams will scout for him. But it's been a superb season in terms of scoring. Of course, we had Jack Purchase's 55. We had Riley Lupfer's 55. Loz Nicholson had 51 at the weekend, a 51-point double-double. Elijah's gone and had 59. There's been massive performances right across the competition. The standard of those sort of individual performances just continues to grow. It
has. We have great athletes who are putting on a performance and putting on a show week in, week out, and not just in one conference. It's happening around the whole of Australia, and I love it. Also, this is what the fans want to see, but it just shows that the talent that we have here in the NBL1, it's stepping up each season.
Speaking of NBL1 talent stepping up, we had plenty of it in the Opals and the Gems squad. So the Opals were at the Women's Asia Cup, the Gems were at the Under-19 World Cup recently. I think there was 20 NBL1 players across those two teams. The Opals going on to win gold over Japan, the Gems going on to medal as well in that final in the Under-19 World Cup. We'll kick it off with the Opals and a couple of really impressive performances here. So Steph Reid was one of them. So 2 Aussies named in the All-Star 5 for this tournament. They win that gold medal match against Japan. And Steph Reid, who we know is a sharpshooter, played so well in the recent Trans-Tasman throwdown for the Opals. Her form just continues to roll on.
It really does, and for both of these players, it's their first Asia Cup. They created history getting Australia's first gold medal at an Asia Cup. So congratulations to them. What an amazing experience. And again, we have these NBL1 representatives who go onto that international stage, and then they come up, and I'm sure they want to help their team get better. It's entering finals times now. So Steph and the Diamond Valley Eagles, they finished 6th in the South Conference, so they're going into finals. And I'm sure if you know Reedy, she's ready to go big or go home. So I can't wait to see what she brings.
Yeah, absolutely. The Eagles will be a team to watch in those NBL1 South finals. And the MVP of the tournament, what a rise it's been for Alex Fowler in recent times. Playing with Perry Lakes over in the West, she's been one who the trajectory of her career over the last couple of years is only going up and up. And this was another step forward.
It really is. It's so great to see someone who maybe all this, sunshine and the light hasn't been on you, but you've been in the back, putting in the work, and now it's starting to shine and people are starting to see how good she is. And for me, she's such just a level-headed player, and she sort of does it all, and I love this. And she's going to go back to the Lakes, have that confidence of that MVP. They're currently 6th right now. They still, like you said, have a couple more regular season games to go. But with her experience now that she has, she'll be bringing that in with Perry Lakes in the finals.
So well done to the Opals, Paul Gorris and the team, marshalling them through to that gold medal game. The Gems, led by Renee Garlop, of course, who's been a star in the women's game for a long time and was the coach of the tournament over with the Gems, which was great to see at the Under-19 Women's World Cup. Unfortunately, they fell short in the final, but a remarkable effort to go as far as they did. And Bonnie Diaz, we saw some really impressive highlights from her throughout the tournament, but was one who put on a real show.
We sure did. It's so great to see these young superstars that, again, we have NBL1 representatives going overseas. Such a good job to get silver. Versing USA is going to be tough, but didn't Bonnie just show us her highlight reels and how exciting her future is going to be? And someone else I really loved was Manuela Poch, who activated beast mode while she was over there. And again, we have Bonnie with the Frankston Blues and then Manny with the Dandenong Rangers, who are both in the South entering finals. I just love seeing these superstars. And for me, I've also played with Manny back at the Southside Flyers. And for me, she's just going to keep growing. She's so consistent. She has that outside shot. Also, she's a beast inside.
Yeah, it's so cool to see what the Gems have done, and so much ahead of all those young women, and of course ahead of our Opals as well in the near future. So congratulations again to both of those teams. From an NBL1 perspective, obviously we're immensely proud of all those who participated in those two tournaments and what they went on to achieve. And for many of them, we can't wait to see them back in NBL1 action over the coming weeks. Speaking of highlights, we've had great support from our friends at Red Bull throughout the course of the season, but it's time for Did You See That? It returns back in all its glory this week, and I reckon there's a couple of things that we love on this show. I'm not going to speak for both of us here. We love a spin move. We absolutely love a spin move. We love a little bit of craft. And we love a quarterback pass.
We do.
We love just someone opening the shoulders up and really letting one go. And Jason Kadee did just that. Now, this is one of a couple that he had across the course of the weekend. I'm going to be in the way of the great man there as he unleashes one. Have a look at that for a dime. That is beautiful.
And Kadee loves a good dime. We all know that he's a great facilitator, but that, with no run-up, it's not like he passed the ball out of bounds. Ran onto the ball from out of bounds pass. He was standing stationary. So, Kadee, I see you.
Yep. I like that we're starting the show with a couple of veterans, a bit of savvy with both of our opening highlights, because Mia Murray, of course, has been around the WNBL and Australian basketball for a long, long time indeed, a famous basketball family as well. She's plying her trade for Townsville up in the NBL1 North and just summed up the situation nicely here to beat the buzzer.
We all know Mia Murray can shoot, so if there's 1 second left on the clock, you have to have a hand, because for me, I'm seeing that knowing that's going down.
Yep, and just calling window as well, which a nice little addition there. One from the NBL1 South and one of our favourites, Felix von Hoff, who's a member of our NBL family, of course. I'm not quite sure what was going on here for Felix. He's out there with the green socks on. He gives it up, he gets it back. Little layup, and then a little bit of afters here. Does he go for the too small there, Beck?
Well, I'll give him credit. That's a nice shot fake. But you did a layup inside the key, and Felix, come on, man, too small. It was a layup. The guy didn't even try and block you.
You got to sell it a bit more as well, Felix. He's a man that operates with a great deal of energy and vigour. I just feel like he undersold the too small. So if we see another repeat of that, I'd like to just see it just done with a little bit more enthusiasm, great man. Another nice dime. This is a real ripper. So this has got a couple of our favourite things. This has got some craft, a nice pass, and a spin move from Shalom Dunlop. Clearly working with Jason Kadee up there at Bankstown. Little spin move behind the back, bang.
That is a classy move. Off a pick and roll. She gets stopped, so she goes behind the back. Spin move with the scoop.
Oh.
I reckon that has to be in like a top 10 play of all season.
Yeah, that's sort of eyes in the back of the head stuff. Michaela Roof is plying her trade with the Cairns Dolphins at the moment. What a signing she's been for them in recent weeks to bolster their lineup in the north. And we know that she's got some moves down on the low block, and she shows us that here. This is pretty trademark Michaela Roof.
It is, and she can hit those what looks maybe like a hard, unorthodox sort of shot. But are you kidding me? That's giving me Dirk Nowitzki, fade away. Again, the bank is open, and the defender, You couldn't do anything more than what you did. That is a classic Roof move.
That's a step back and a half, and then the sort of sling over the shoulder. And we're going to finish it off with a game-winning dunk, but also maybe our favourite crowd contingent here on the NBL1 Show. A shout-out to the baseline crew for the Woodville Warriors. We've highlighted them on the show before. Here comes Stephen Parett with the game-winning dunk. Keep your eye on the baseline. It's nuts any time this man does anything there.
I love seeing these clips. Of course, pump fake up for a two-hand jam. We love it. But it's the kids on the baseline. Look, a few of them have their hands on their head. They can't believe it. That's what we love to see.
Those ones. The Woodville socials, the Instagram, had a really good clip of that as well. So jump onto the Woodville Eagles socials pages, as the Woodville Warriors, I should say, their social pages, and you can see from up above, and you can see just the amount of chaos that goes on down the back on that baseline there. So we love a bit of crowd support. That's a nice way to finish off. Did you see that for this week? One thing we have been keeping an eye on, as well as, of course, all of our highlights across the competition, is the progress of the Geelong women's side in the NBL1 South. We've been tracking them. We've been tracking Coburn as well over the last little while. Could they go through the regular season undefeated? Coburn's still on track out in the West, and Geelong have completed an undefeated regular season. The reaction, the celebration was something to behold as well. So very happy locker room down there in Geelong too. What a job that they've done through the regular season.
Getting 22 straight wins, being undefeated, that celebration is 100% deserved. I love that the girls are getting around their coaches. They'd be feeling good heading into finals, that you've got that chemistry going, you've got that confidence. But like you said, finals is a whole new ball game. Can they go undefeated all the way through to the grand final?
As the Bendigo Braves did a couple of years ago, of course, in the women's. So they play Keilor first of up. Winner goes through to a prelim. Loser goes through to a semi. The two elimination finals are down the bottom here. So Knox, I think they're on a 12-game winning streak now. They play Dandenong. This is just in the south, of course. And then your Waverley, Beck, unfortunately, you got the W's last week, didn't get through to that qualifying final, and you'll play against Ringwood in the elimination do or die over the course of the weekend.
Looking at this is just such a juicy NBL1 South finals. If you're not watching live, make sure you watch them on repeat, because we have great talent in these top 8 teams, and I cannot wait to see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be so exciting to see all of our finals unfold over the course of the weekend, and looking forward to seeing just what comes of those matchups. And of course, as the North and the West progress toward finals with a little bit to go in those competitions. So that is the lay of the land as we head into finals. Let's take a closer eye on a couple of key players in the Scout. Righto, Beck, over to you to kick us off for this week.
Yes, on the male side, we have Sam McDaniel, who is having yet another great season in the North. He's averaging almost 23.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, 6 assists, and almost 2 steals. And you see him right there. He's a combo guard who is so strong. So when he's getting downhill, you ain't stopping him. He's going to the rack. He's getting and one. He can shoot a great 3 with time and space, but he also dogs the ball up the court on defense. And for me, what I can't wait to see is he was an MVP. He was a Defensive Player of the Year last season. He's going to want to do one better and get that championship with the Brisbane Capitals, but in some great form right now.
Yeah, and he is, of course, going back to the Bullets for NBL season. He only played the 1 game in the NBL season last year before the shoulder injury. He played with the NBL Select team earlier in the year, and might I say, he looks absolutely ripped. So he's been in the strong room, Sam, and it is paying dividends at the moment. One that I wanted to keep an eye on in that NBL1 South final series we just highlighted was Christy Wallace. Now, this is someone who's got Opal's experience. This is someone who's had WNBA training camp and experience at that level. Coming off the bench for Knox, if you don't mind, who was second in the South. And the numbers aren't gaudy, they're steady. She's doing exactly what you'd expect. But she's got potential match winner written all over her in this final series.
You couldn't say it better. For me, Walli is someone who she will be the difference maker for Knox and the Lady Raiders when they go into finals. She can do it all. She's sort of a jack of all trades. She can dog the ball up the floor in defense, get to the rack. She has a killer mid-range, shoots a 3 with time and space. And for me, she is going to be someone where they will rely on her experience and her talent in those hard situations.
Yeah, they've got a very strong squad, but she's going to be a big part of it. And just the role that she plays throughout the finals will be fascinating to keep an eye on. That's the Scout. Let's take a look at a little bit more of the good stuff. Our top men's and women's plays of the week, thanks to our friends at Amy.
Leads to a turnover. Maddie O'Hare on the fast break now. The 1-2 step up blocked. Piper Anderson swatting it like it's a flying summer.
Defense is definitely part of her game. The long arms, 3 and D.
Yeah.
Cole into Lacandre. Big three-point attempt and the bucket. Foul is called on Georgia Dale and a 4-point play opportunity for Carly Ernst.
Redmond, 10-second shot clock. Off to Proctor. Spin move. Oh, just stop it.
Absolutely lost her defender there, Kayla Proctor.
As Jacobs finds Fisher, just couldn't get a handle of it. 2 to shoot for Jacobs from nowhere, from Stone! Grace Stone knocks down one from in the car park.
Bradley nearly tipped it in her own basket. Walli just said, "This is mine. I'm having it." Please yourself. Froling, what a find from Wallace with the backhanded flick.
I watched the Waratah final last year and Clark was absolutely pivotal. He had the ball on the string.
As Clark, buries it to end the quarter. He did the same against Illawarra a couple of weeks ago.
Such a savvy player, wonderful point guard. Hastings would just be learning so much from him. Great follow-up from Titus Robinson.
Smith, he'll look the launch. Good if it goes. Oh!
Damn.
Shabazz gets past, dumps it off to Dean, it's swatted! Absolutely swatted by Dylan Stein. Crowd in a rapture.
Great minutes here from Maxie Norton as Betts comes up with it. Here's Kwani. He'll go upstairs and he'll flush it. Kwani.
Our top players, as always, presented by Amy. The Frankston Basketball Stadium featuring in there as well, which I think is being redeveloped. It's about to get ripped up. The one thing I hope, Beck, is that they keep the giant map of Australia in the middle. It is a unique feature, and I think it's a $60 million redevelopment to boost basketball in that part of the world. It is a real hotspot over the last couple of years. But keep the map in the middle of the court, Frankston Association. That is your challenge. Finals are right around the corner, Beck, of course. You're heading into them. Many of our players across the competitions are. Take us into the mindset. Do you change anything? Does the routine change, or do you keep it as simple as possible?
When you're younger, for me, I was very superstitious, but as you get older, you realise it doesn't really matter whether what you eat or sleep or all of this. If it has to be exactly the same, if you win or lose, it doesn't really make a difference. So for me, I keep everything the same, keep it chill, because you want to be relaxed going in, but I must have 10 hours of sleep, I must fuel myself well. But no, we just keep it chill, so it's all Gucci over here.
I like it. Hey, good luck, and good luck to all of our teams that are participating in finals across the course of the weekend. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks, JP. Hopefully I'm back with a dub.
Hopefully, for your sake. Good luck to all of our teams participating in finals. To those in the north and the west, keep your journey going toward the postseason as well. And for you out there watching at home, thanks for your company. Make sure you enjoy your KO Game of the Week.